Hey guys, welcome to Tea Talk Time with Thumper. So, this is my Stay in Wonderland second place to do my videos. Hope you like it. This is Rainbow. He's a drunken bear. He doesn't like to sit up straight. He's supposed to be my guest here. Too busy falling all over the place, but so we've got a lot of topics to go over. My back hurts. I'm not trying to sit up and discuss all of them. But I am going to sit up for a little bit for this one because it's very serious. Oh God, that does not mean follow me. God, I told you this is very serious. Sit up. Women have no control over their bodies anymore. What a setback. And I kind of noticed something. Amber losing was a setback to women. Bullshit. That wasn't a setback. We're not going to call that a setback. That was a move forward for men who are victims too. That's what that was. I still got to do that video again since it messed up on my live. But this is Roe versus Wade. And I told you guys I was going to do a lot of hot topics. The main thing I would do was domestic violence, but this is another hot topic. Still needs to be covered. Now, I had my tubes cut, tied, and burned with my last child. Just damn near killed me on one occasion. And then I had a hysterectomy because endometriosis. I was just having cysts make a home on my ovaries. I really had to wait months because that was when COVID was going on and only emergency surgeries, and my cyst was only at a 3 millimeter, and for an emergency it had to be an 8 or a 9 millimeter. When I finally got to have surgery, it was a 6. Yeah. So an endometriosis runs in my family, so I know, and I'm epileptic, so I know medical conditions and everything like that. Also been sexually assaulted, so I know the scenarios where an abortion would be necessary. I've had people that I know have had kids really early, like when they were pregnant. 25 weeks child was born. Tubercle pregnancies, which has to be taken care of right away or you'll die and the baby will die. I've had friends who it's hard for them to get pregnant, then they get pregnant, miscarriages, even family members. It's not the women that's the problem. I mean, we can only carry one child in 9 to 10 months. Do you know how many women men can get pregnant in that amount of time? Let alone, let's narrow that down to a night. Why don't we get men that keep getting women pregnant and leaving them to deal with the damage? So men call it that. Vasectomies. There's people out there that got like up to 10 kids that they don't even take care of, they don't even see, they sign their rights over, they go to jail because they can't pay for child support for all 10 of them, and they still don't wrap it up. Now, I think it's not the mother's fault. It's men being men. They always think they don't have any responsibilities. It's the woman. It's the woman's job. Woman cleans the kitchen. Woman cooks. Woman, clean the house. I work all day. I come home. I need food on the table for me to eat. I take a shower. Everything need to be cleaned up. What about our equality? I mean, what about those who get raped and that rapist doesn't wrap it up, and then you end up with a child? Now you got to keep it. Let's just think. I mean, I understand. I've never been for abortions unless it was medically necessary. I've always been for adoption. I'm adopted. If you can't take care of it, you're not going to be able to handle it. There's so many families that can't have children. Give it up. It's so sad to see the stories of children left in a car, or parents killing their children, everything like that, because they wanted, like Casey Anthony, wanted to go out and party. She didn't want to be a mom. She wanted her old life back. Well, if you make a grown-ass decision to have sex, especially unprotected, you better deal with the chances of you might have to deal with the child for at least 18 years. I didn't plan either mine, but I sure did grow the fuck up. I was on birth control both times. Still ended up pregnant. Y'all can't count on condoms all the time either, because they break. Yes, they do. Women should have control of their bodies. We should not have to. Well, I can't, but I do have a daughter, and I'm very furious. This is a setback from hell for women. Everybody's like, yes, we're so excited, pro-life. Yes, I understand that. But you probably don't have a child yet. Or if you do, did you think about you ever having, if you don't have a daughter, but it's not, you might have a granddaughter one day? What about your sister or your niece? Let's say you have a 7-year-old daughter one day. For those of you who don't, she's late. She's never late. Can't get a hold of her. Then she comes home. She's crying. She was raped. Now you're mad because your baby's hurt. Well, then 2 months later, she's pregnant. Your 7-year-old daughter. Or like I said, sister, granddaughter, whatever. I've had 2 C-sections with my children. A C-section is gonna hurt, especially the after recovery of it. A natural will hurt. It hurts for anybody, any age. Could you imagine a 7-year-old and your child or your grandchild or your niece or your sister having to carry that child full term? And who knows if it's just going to be healthy? Who knows if it could have cerebral palsy or limb missing or Down syndrome, cleft lip, anything? What if they have twins? They're not going to be able to handle that. That's going to traumatize them. That's going to mess them up. If they even possibly live through it, that childbirth. You're going to tell your 7-year-old and 8-year-old, you better go get a job to support them kids. Think about it. Come on. They have to carry that child full term. Do you know what that does to your body? I got sciatic nerve pains and could barely walk with my last one. I gained 75 pounds with my first one. suicide rate's going to go up. You know how many people are going to be depressed if they're pregnant with a rapist child or incest rapist child that they have to carry? This world. It's not us. It's not women. But they wanted something that they could control and get it easy control over, since they couldn't with the vaccine. And that was women. Well, do you know how many dumpster babies there already are to be found? Do you know how many more there are going to be? Sure, you can do the DNA test and find out who it belongs to, but what is that? It didn't help save the child. No more than it would have if this would still be. I mean, there should be rules to abortions. Like, if you've already had one, you can't get another one. Like, I mean, you can't just go out and be hoary-mory every weekend, get pregnant every couple months, and decide to go abort the child. That should be no. That's where that's where no. It should be medical reasons or rape, incest. Those should be the exceptions, not in certain states where it can't. That's just sad. That's just sad. What is this world coming to? That's okay. And if you have a miscarriage, they're going to investigate it. Do you know how traumatizing it is already for a mother when they lose their child, let alone you come barging in and, all right, so tell me what happened exactly? Or do you know how many people are probably going to try to do abortions themselves at home and end up killing themselves because they're going to bleed out? Or how many boyfriends are going to beat the crap out of or kill their girlfriends or side pieces? It's gonna be bad. It is gonna be bad. But it goes deeper than that. And some people should see how far the rabbit hole goes, because I did. I did that last year. And it goes into another one and another one and another one, and then it is scary. So, and then talking about how they might overturn same-sex marriages. Y'all are doing too much. Y'all are doing too much. This is what I knew was going to happen. COVID started. Trying to slowly but surely do a new world order. You better wake up, people. You better wake up. For those of you that don't know what that is, you better look it up. And on the back of your dollar bill, you want to know what those words means? World of New Order. New World of Order, whatever. Same thing. Want to know why they want to know what's in space so bad? So we're not the only ones here. We never have been. Nobody. No human built the pyramids. There's no way, not even with our technology nowadays, could build those pyramids. Like, think how tall they are. They didn't have cranes back then. Greeks didn't do it. The Egyptians didn't do it. And this doesn't make your head start to ask a few questions to yourself. You know, when there's alien spottings. They're always in that formation. What formation and what shape are the pyramids? Yeah. Just saying. There's a whole lot more coming. This is just the start. But, you know what? Women aren't free. So 4th of July, women, what we should do, we should stay home. Or if we go out, carry a sign. Independence Day for men. Women aren't free. Men need vasectomies. They're reversible. Because nowadays for women, and there's some places that won't even do your tubes tied. They don't just cut and tie them anymore. They cut, tie, and burn them. Found that out when I got mine done. Had my boy and my girl. I was done. I was good. But people want to talk about people who keep having babies and keep having babies. Well, maybe they wouldn't if they could get their tubes cut, tied, and burned instead of doctors telling them that they're not old enough or they don't meet requirements. It's our body. It's our choice. Was. No longer is. Wonder how much longer it'll be before we can't vote. We can no longer be in any services, the army or anything like that. Well, y'all let me know what y'all think. I don't want no fighting in the comments. Everybody has their opinion, but us as women should be able to control our bodies. And here, y'all know that. If anybody needs to talk, if anybody has any questions, I've basically been through almost every surgery, so feel free to ask. I'll see you guys on the next Tea Time Talk with Thumper. Trust me, I ain't done talking about this subject.